Hey, it's Marko here from Fair Realty in Victoria, BC. So as you've probably seen in the news in the last few days, a company out of the UK called Purplebricks, they provide alternative business models in terms of listing your home. They've acquired a company in Quebec and they're looking to break into the Canadian real estate market by offering alternative listing methods that are typically cheaper than the traditional services offered by realtors across Canada. And someone asked me, are we going to see alternative models coming to Victoria in a big way in terms of bigger brokerages? And I'm going to say no. And the reason I'm saying no is based on my experience of doing alternative business models for more than the last, it's been over 8 years now. I've been doing mere postings, cash back to buyers, lower commissions on full service. And at the end of the day, the consumer has to embrace these business models for the bigger companies to come. So in Victoria, if you want to do a mere posting, you Google mere posting Victoria, BC. The first website that comes up is my website. I've done hundreds of mere postings, hundreds of them are sold. So it's not like the option is not there. People simply aren't exercising this option in large numbers. I do exceptionally well, but I'm an individual, so I have a small niche market of people looking for alternative services for lower cost structures. And as a single realtor, I do really well. The problem is, as a market, these alternative business models have not grown in Victoria whatsoever. I would estimate that still over 95% of consumers are using traditional business models, and consumers have to embrace the alternative business models for them to flourish, especially in terms of a bigger brokerage doing something different coming to Victoria. And you can't say anymore that the alternative business models are not accessible. Whatever you Google in terms of alternative business models, it's accessible and available in Victoria, and you have proven realtors that are doing it. Over the last 8 years, I've sold more than 600 houses, and I'm offering mere posting. So it's not like you're doing a mere posting with John out of Toronto. You can do a mere posting with an award-winning realtor right here in Victoria, but the consumer is simply not embracing that. The other factor that's going to come into play is the market is cooling, and as the market cools, from experience, 7, 8 years ago when the market was very, very slow, people were reluctant to do alternative business models because they were scared. If their house wouldn't sell, they would immediately assume it's the alternative business model. They wouldn't look at the neighbor across the street who's not selling either with the traditional model. They would immediately jump to a conclusion that the system or the method they have their home listed under is the problem, which typically it isn't. 99% of the time it's the price. So that's it for this week. Marko, Juras, Fair Realty.